Hi, welcome to the real life. I'm Dr. Y with my lovely wife, PJ.
Hi, how you doing, peoples?
Yeah, today, what are we talking about?
We're talking about how to become a power couple from a high value man's perspective. Like, what are three things that you're looking for when you're looking for a spouse?
Number one, I'm looking for somebody that compliments me well. If you can't think where I'm thinking, speak where I'm speaking, go where I'm going, it doesn't work because the company that you
Yeah,
keep denotes the company that you should keep,
that's
right?
true.
And if I'm looking for a mate, a spouse, and a girlfriend, whatever the case is, you have to complement each other. There has to be some synergy there, so that if I take you to the boardroom, you can walk with class there. If I take you out to a dinner, there's some dignity, there's integrity, there's things there. When I first saw you, the first thing I said was, "She's regal."
Yeah, I remember thinking that, and I was like, wow, thanks. Nobody's ever said that about me before.
Yeah, and you were just into your career, but I saw past the facade.
Yeah.
I knew there was something way deeper than that. So I love that. But number two, you want to make sure that you find somebody that is the right person for you so that you can invest in them.
hmm
Because I'm an investor at heart. So if I can't invest in you and get a good return, what's the point? Because then I'm just spinning my wheels.
Okay, when you say investment in me, what are you talking about? So that
Whatever.
the audience knows.
Sure. So anything that I do, I think of it as an investment. So if I'm spending time with you, I'm trying to learn from you, but I'm also trying to pour into you. So I'm trying to give you insight into my world and let you know where I am with things and how I
hmm
think and how I see things. Because I'm older, I've been, very successful in my life in the past and present. So I felt like you have something you can glean from me. I have something to offer. And if you
hmm
can take that and turn it into something, it's kind of like what they say, I bring home the bacon, you fry it up in a pan. So
Yeah.
the ideas that I brought to the table, you turn it around and remixed it, and now we're here.
And that's a good thing too, because if you think about it, when you go out into when you leave your house and you go out into the streets, whether you realize it or not, you're marketing yourself. People are looking at you, and either people are going to look at you like, "Wow, what do they have?" or they're just not going to look at you at all. You're just going to be a figment of their imagination. They just go on with their lives. But in our case, we are often noticed even
Yes.
if people are trying not to notice. And that's because there's something about us that speaks to success and they see it.
And people always ask us, the first thing they say is, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're curious. We shine when we go out. Which brings me to the next thing is, does the person polish you?
Yeah.
You know, polish you. In other words, for example, with me, a lot of guys think, they have this machismo thing going on. Sometimes you have to sit back and let the wife finish you off. So and I mean, like, clean you up, fix what's the rough edges.
Yeah.
And yeah, I came with my thing, when I first met you, and you liked me. But let's face it, there were some things about me that you started
Yeah.
to adjust, and you said, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should wear that, or maybe you shouldn't do this, or maybe you shouldn't do that. And it can sound offensive, folks. Don't get it twisted now, because you've made who you are. But the
Yeah.
truth is that you have some things that other people see differently than you see yourself.
They can better your look. So if I tell you something, hey, try these things, that's bettering who you are so that when we walk out together, we look good together.
Exactly, because you were far more discriminating about things than I was.
Right.
And so that means you have to be complimentary, you have to have integrity, you have to have grace, you have to have class, you have to
Yeah.
have dignity. There's something about you that when you package that together, the two of you shine together, because as she said, we are marketing ourselves. Every time we go out the door, it's a show.
Yeah.
The lights, camera, action, it comes on. I don't mean that literally, but
But you got to think
figuratively,
of it like that.
you have to.
You're on camera wherever you go. People are watching you whether you think they're watching you or not. So on that note, we are going to end it here. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time
On
on
the
The
real
Real Life.
life.